Hi, I'm Alex Daly for Daily Driver TV. This is just going to be a little before and after video on a Holley Sniper electronic fuel injection upgrade to our 63 Falcon Ranchero with the original 170 straight 6. We have a couple things here on this comprehensive upgrade to make it all work once we remove the stock carbureted fuel system. This truck is a nice mix of original and Restomod. We have Wilwood disc brakes on the front 4-lug spindles, and we didn't go V8, but it's not a pristine trailer crane, so this upgrade should help us use it more. It was my grandfather's and now my dad's, and these things are pretty rare in Ranchero or Amino Ute form, but it's also a Falcon, and people drove these things for millions of miles. It's a great, approachable, practical classic. This operates as a throttle body injection system, so there's like a dummy carb to replace the stock Autolite 1100 carb. The stock Autolite 1100 has predictably given us plenty of trouble. It's been rebuilt about 4 times, and I think once we switched to ethanol-free fuel, it was actually pretty dialed in, but it was a pain to get there. In its worst moments, it can puke fuel in the engine bay and/or vapor lock. The idle on pump gas was never that smooth. We are curious if the computer brain will be able to compensate for modern pump gas. Ethanol mix is not as energy dense and has a lower boiling point than pure petroleum gas. Stock, the carb uses a tricky vacuum advance system where the ignition timing inside the distributor is affected by the throttle load via the variable vacuum pull from the intake. We are going to ditch all that with a super common upgrade for classic cars, a GM DUI or HEI distributor. GM came up with a good way to replace the mechanical switch inside the distributor, the points that you need to make sure are clean and shiny, with solid state circuitry, and people have been hot rodding any car they will fit into since. Additionally, we will have to replace the fuel pump. Carbureted systems use a low pressure single feed type with less than 10 psi. The new throttle body injection system requires a more consistent feed, so we will have a modern electronic fuel pump to go in a brand new fuel tank that fits it. Modern fueling systems basically work by the pump feeding a circuit to a certain pressure, then injectors tapping off that rail. That's why you can hear a modern car priming the pump before you start it. It's making sure the fuel rail is pressurized. We were going to add a pretty vintage tack to this ride, but the Sniper system comes with a cool touchscreen display with RPMs, error codes, selectable running profiles, and the like. This system does require an O2 sensor so the computer can figure out what's happening post-combustion. It's easy to install though if you are not handy with a shit welder. There's a clamp-on style. So we got the dummy carb, the fuel pump, fuel tank, O2 sensor, control box, and GM high-tech distributor. I'm not actually going to do the work. This car is going off to our Falcon specialist we were lucky to find outside Philadelphia. For once, I'll sit back while the work gets done.
On YouTube, Daily Driver TV.
Okay.
I sent you his little logo. So he's doing a video of this install and then I'll put it on there. So
Yeah, normally it's me working on my cars, but this is nice. I'm just doing like an intro, sending it off to you. Yeah, and then we'll get it back.
All right.
Just straighten this out here.
Yeah.
One over there.
Want to go forward?
Yeah, let's go.
No, the brakes on.
Oh,
Oh,
And
park.
it's in gear.
now it shouldn't be in gear. I just pulled it out.
Oh,
of
you
gear.
pulled it out. All right,
Yeah,
you
we
ready?
wouldn't be pushing it if it was
All right.
just one tires low. What's the matter?
Yeah, I saw that when you're driving over. They're like really low from stock though. It tells you to go like 28 psi or anything.
Yeah, I would not run. I would run
Yeah.
whatever the tires recommend.
Yeah.
30 to 32.
Got it.
35 or something.
My BMW is like that too. It's a 90s BMW, and it's like the front, it tells you to do like 28, and that seems like way too low.
Yeah, my truck is like that. I think the tires actually get 180 in them, but if you look at the truck, it says 65.
Yeah.
It's like with towing and weight, it's like no, it really does have 80 in it.
Yeah. So that's the new install.
Yeah, wow,
Not bad, huh?
They still got a fair amount of room.
Yeah.
I would not have thought that that would have that much room.
He measured it.
What, new radiator?
Before he did. I'm
New
showing him
radiator? Yeah.
the 3-row OEM radiator install.
Yeah.
And it, like I was telling you on the phone, Jerry, it's such a vast improvement. So now I'm comfortable taking it to Ford Nationals. Because you know how notorious these are for,
Oh, yeah.
and mine does the same thing.
Balanced pretty nicely with just the 3-speed. I don't want to go that fast in a car, that unsafe. You know what I mean? It's
You
fine.
just stay in the right lane and,
Yeah.
you know, that's it.
This is this bushing for the, on top of the tranny.
Okay.
That's the only one,
Yep.
so that's there. This is the hardware and strap.
Okay, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it's a standard.
Alright, and then the pump, the new
Yep,
fuel
the fan
pump's
pump.
there, and then there was 2 boxes, so I mean, if we're missing any, yeah.
Okay.
So that, I think that's the distributor, and then that's the kit, if I remember right. So that's that.
Okay, so sniper, that's no problem. We already talked, the distributor's no problem, the gas tank's no problem. The speakers I talked to you last night about, that,
Let's go ahead.
you wanna just do it?
Yeah,
Okay.
let's do it and then
Okay.
leave them out.
Okay.
Cause you know, you said the guy's gonna go, the new guy's gonna go.
They're gonna come back, it's just a matter of when.
And they'll be,
You know.
just leave them blank.
Yeah, okay. Light switches are no problem, speedometer cable, what's it, noisy or it's flipping around?
It's starting to,
The top
yeah,
a little
it's,
bit?
what do you call it, getting nervous? It's
Yeah.
not hunting, but
Okay,
it's starting to, you know.
Yep.
Yeah, you know,
yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, I have stuff for that, for the speedometer.
better than graphic.
The windshield lead, so this is the A post,
Yeah. And-
is it at the top or the bottom?
Well,
Is it leaking onto the dash?
yeah, and then it
Okay.
goes right down. See what you can find. That may be a little bit of a troubleshoot. You and I
That-
talked about that last
Well,
year.
Is that the Mustang?
Hours.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah,
You think
big
it's
time.
the Hour?
That's what I told him,
I think
yeah.
I just fiberglass cardboard up there or something, or metal or something. Like mine is mounted, like I have a bracket that comes off of here, and mine is mounted right here. So, but I don't look at it a lot.
And I'm gonna look at it occasionally for water temp. I don't need it for a ship point. But Alex,
Yeah.
you got a manual transmission too. You need it to ship point, you know, too.
No, but I mean, as long as it's not hidden, you know what I mean? I think it works.
Yeah, I mean, that's probably the only thing, like, I mean, you have this, do you run that all the time?
We can move it.
I do.
Well, no, that, it's just that this will kind of mimic what you got there. It's-
You can put the phones along the A-pillar too, that can work.
That's the problem, you have so much over here. I think I'll put it like right here, because you use the radio, you know, and you don't want to put it lower because you have all these knobs.
I think that's the best spot.
So,
Allie, right next to the glove box.
I'll bend it down here and it'll attach under here. Like, I don't want to put holes right in the patch, so.
Oh, I like that. Now,
Yeah,
that's
that'd be
gonna
cool.
the cleanest look. Because I always like, I put this in here.
But that comes off. Like, you
That comes off.
I can go and show you, take that off.
Yeah,
If you put this up here, it's kind of permanent.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I like.
Yeah, I like that idea. That's better than what I was thinking.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's where mine is. Mine is mounted right here, and
Actually, that's a nice big blank space too. There's nothing
well,
there.
that's what, and that's
Yeah.
that's the problem here. It's really busy. Look on the column with you know, you have the shifter that you use a lot.
The speedometer's cool. That nice sweeping. Yeah. Yeah, that looks good. That's a good idea.
Yeah, I think that's.
I can't wait to see it live.
I'll try and keep it close to the dash, and I'll hang it to the
Yeah,
driver.
allow me so I can open
Yep,
the glove
yep.
box. All right, yeah, put it there, please. Yeah, that's good.
All right, cool. So you want to put this? You want to put these speakers like right here?
Yeah, if I can, if you and I talk, if I gotta find new speakers, I'm fine with it.
Well, I'll measure it and see. My other concern is the handle. So, but I should be able to cut it, like, cause I'll have to cut the door itself to put that in.
Right.
But there shouldn't be any regulator issues because the vent window, everything is behind this.
Right.
So, now if I have the door panels off, do you want me to re-glue this stuff?
Yes, please. Yeah, you mentioned.
Cause I can heat that up and pull it back in place and re-glue
a
it.
lot better.
It might not be perfect, but it'll probably look a lot better than that.
It looks
So it's not torn. I think you can buy door panels for these now. But they're not cheap.
I know.
Anything is not cheap with
Yeah.
this upholstery. Well, you already know that. You did the seat. But dude, that's friggin' that is badass.
It looks so good. It's great.
I
I
love
bought
this steerhead panel.
well, that's the problem is so expensive, and you can't buy the upholstery. Well, you ran that because you couldn't buy.
I can't. You hooked me up with a guy in Washington State.
Right, that's
And he had it, he's like, oh, got it.
yeah, for X amount per foot, per yard.
No, he had the.
Oh, he had a cover.
Yeah.
Oh, that was,
the whole thing, yeah.
that was, Jake.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, original Falcon interiors, I think.
That's it. And,
Jake Lepiski or something.
it was Jake, now it's just said it.
Yeah, I was
And he
thinking
good.
you
He was
bought the
nice on
upholstery, but you bought everything, you bought the whole cover, then you had somebody install it.
Yeah. And I went down to, and that wasn't cheap either, but I went down Future Line, down in Axton. Future Line Auto Top, they've been there since 50s or something, it's second generation. And he does boats, he does marine, he does car. And he's like, yep, I can do it, and he gave me the price, I'm like, do it. You know, and he beefed up the
Yeah, that's pretty, I just
foam.
did one of these for a station wagon. The upholstery was all pulled, so I actually, it had split it underneath, like when I took the back off, it was a wagon,
Yeah.
so it had a solid seat, so it didn't flip.
Oh.
So when I took the back off here, it was split. So I ended up going to the upholstery, I went over to Joann's and found a piece of material that was the same color, and I just sewed in to fix where it was torn. And you could just see a little line of it underneath the,
It's still.
but it was fixed. I mean, the rest of the cover was in good shape.
Yeah.
So, and it's steer head.
Yeah, the steerhead is cool. Once again, people were like, "Oh, that's a cool pattern." I said, "That's original."
Yeah.
They said, "That's an original pattern." I said, "Yeah, '63." So yeah, I may go back to Future Line for the tonneau. I'm waiting.
You gotta do a fabric one.
Yeah, I like your soft top. I like
Yeah.
it's cool looking. Online, there's I got it on that list. It's a single flip up. It's only $400, and it's custom fit. But there's two things. It's solid. I don't exactly like it, and then it's not waterproof
Wow.
or water resistant even
Yeah.
because it goes inside the channel. And then I'm just not I didn't do it on my pickup. I didn't do the single. I'm just not a fan. Some guys love them.
Now the problem is you want to put anything in and it's higher than the cover. Then that's another problem. That's why I like my snap on. It's just that I hate the snap, so I always show it with the cover on. So, because most people, they put it in the trim, and I don't
Right.
like that. Because, I mean, this isn't a big deal because this is painted, but they'll do it to stainless trim. And it's like,
Oh,
you just
man.
ruined it.
You
know?
ruined it.
I mean, I can
Yeah.
fix it, but you'll spend hours fixing all those holes.
Oh yeah.
You know, this wouldn't be a big deal because you just make
Yeah.
weld it and that's that.
Yeah.
But you know, probably only had like Jimmy did, and I think he did it because of the edging. Like
Yeah.
my snaps are pretty far out, but I think he did that because he was worried about the cover getting cut.
Oh yeah. If you
being-
make it too
'cause it's
tight.
tight, right?
Yeah.
The only thing I did different on the red truck or the orange truck was that the black truck, when I first started driving on the highway,
Yeah.
his snaps would come loose back here.
It'd
while you
blow
were-
up. Yeah. 'Cause
So I had them, I ended up bending all the snaps, but now they're a bastard to get on.
right.
So when I had them do the orange truck, I had them put turnbuckles up here.
That's smart.
So now I don't have that issue, and it's just button pops
Yeah.
off. Because you gotta see the snaps no matter what, you know.
You're gonna
It's
see
either gonna have snaps or it's gonna have turnbuckles. What's the
Yeah.
difference? I mean, the vinyl cover still leaks here,
Yeah.
but at least it leaks down where it's supposed to go.
Oh yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
so because this is not sealed,
No.
you know, like that's supposed to be open to let water out. Because you see guys they'll seal them up, well then it fills up with water.
Well yeah.
You know, if you're gonna have it out in the rain.
Have you seen anyone do? I want to do a hinge and a secret
Actually,
cargo.
that's been done
Yeah.
quite a bit.
Yeah.
And the only issue is that you have to make sure whatever you put under there doesn't care if it gets wet.
Yeah.
You know, or you have to seal it somehow. Like you can seal it and have it hinged. Like there's some guys that'll put the battery under there.
Yeah.
And then I've seen one, the guy did a linear actuator, so
Oh, nice.
electric, so it just opened
Really
up and closed.
cool.
And it's cool. It's just that I'm only thing is like, as long as you don't get, I mean,
Yeah.
most people ain't driving these in the rain. I like these. These are pretty cool. Did you put that one on?
Yeah. I did.
Yeah.
Did you get that one?
I went. I was thinking, what can I do? And then I said, boats have got to have exactly what I. So these are boat cleats.
Oh yeah, no shit.
So
They
you
look
all
cool.
they're off of Amazon. So
I like that they fold in.
that's
Yeah.
where I got because I've been in plants too long, so it's a safety. So I want to You know, I'm thinking of that. And then they fold out, and when you're not using them, and they were stainless, so they're not going to rust.
Right.
So these are 6-inch. I bought recently a 4-inch. 4-inch is what I'm. In fact, when I get it back, I'm going to switch it out to 4-inch. But thanks. Yeah, I like the look. They're tie downs. They're, you know, more than like just an eye.
Yeah. That's what my one Ranchero's got.
I think they were $28 a piece.
Oh, that's pretty cool.
But it's a one-time only is what
Right.
I got. And it makes this usable.
Yeah. I like that it folds in.
The action feels really good too.
Being jammed up and scraping against it.
And by law, I looked it up first. You're allowed as long as all the extremities inside. You can't stand up.
Yeah, right.
And then as long as the speed limit's less than or equal to 35 mph. The posted speed limit. You're allowed in PA. The weird part, where I really want to do it, is Jersey.
You have to be working. You have to be on the clock.
Really?
Yeah. I'm a surf instructor, so you can just throw boards and other surf instructors all you want, but yeah. So they're like, landscapers, it's fine.
Working in the peach orchards, we rode around in pickups.
Yeah.
Like you're saying, in the back, all.
Well, go pick up a shift at the peach orchard, and then
We've had fun already, right, Alex?
Yeah, it's so nice to just be back in like a usable state. Now it's like a lot of fun details, but really you had a good point where starting to go to some shows. Yeah.
Have some fun with it. I like this look. Like I would not change anything.
I know. It's hard for long term. You do want to preserve it, and also paintwork's so expensive, but it looks so good.
You gotta put a shed in the back of your garage house and put this thing inside.
All right. Now someday I'll be
Sitting outside is not good, especially this. I see all these leaves and stuff.
Yeah, I know.
It's gonna clog up all the.
I know. I'm always blowing it out. Even as a kid, before we really did work on it, a couple times, sweep it out. Yeah. Someday I'll be a famous YouTuber, and then my battery won't die because I'll have a tender for the BMW, and then this will have a roof, and then it'll be all good.
Well, you gotta look at it. When it's sitting outside, you're actually adding to the patina.
Yeah. I know, because even since
I had
like
this 2 years ago, the annual car show in May, and they were like, "That's original paint, right?" And you're like, "Yeah, that's really cool." You were right. People like the original look now.
even like that roof seam, that cool roof seam. I remember that used to not be there. That's like 5 years. Yeah. All right, we're here with cousin Stevie checking out his Jeep J10. It has a old school 6-cylinder, and it already has the Sniper EFI installed.
Yeah, it's got the 258 and the standard Sniper kit installed as of, I think, about 2 years ago. It's been super smooth.
You had a shop down by where you got it in like Carolina do it, right?
Yeah, West Virginia.
Cool.
Yeah, shop in West Virginia did all the work.
Cool.
Super clean. I mean, you'll see it's like everything's tucked away really nice. And it came, I mean, I started it before I bought it, and it was not running really well at all, if at all. You know, it would idle and then die. But yeah, after getting it back and getting it tuned, it's just been turnkey.
Awesome. Yeah, so this will give us some reference on how the Ranchero should turn out. Real working truck. You built that nice wood bed though, right?
Yeah. Well, it did the stake body, but it came with the flatbed.
Cool.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, it still works. You know, it hauls mulch and dirt and firewood.
Nice.
And it never complains. So it's actually kind of neat that it's still. I'm just waiting for it to break. It's got the crack in the engine block, and it still runs. It's actually getting better and better.
Nice.
So yeah,
it's like cast iron. It's like seasoning.
Yeah, I don't know, maybe it just keeps on going. So I'm just gonna run it until it doesn't run.
Cool. What do you think? Give it a let's try a cold start.
Yeah.
Ooh. It's a hell of a parking brake.
Just in case.
Yeah. It starts so smooth. It starts like smoother than my Jeep.
I know.
Yeah.
It starts the same summer or winter. It doesn't matter.
Awesome. Yeah, let's peek under the hood. Right, so there's like the dummy carb, like I was talking about in the intro for the Ranchero. And then I think you have the same air cleaner, so you can still keep an old school air cleaner on top of it. Looks good.
Yeah, it came with like a little one the size of like a can.
Yeah. Same with the Ranchero, and then I put like the exact same one on, and it runs a lot better.
I don't know why they wouldn't have a DUI instead of the Hyperspark, because they're about the same price.
Interesting. Personal preference, or maybe, I don't know. Yeah, it should be cool. I'm anticipating some synergy between getting the Hyperspark and having the Sniper. Yeah, we should be able to like do some cool tuning on the control.
Yeah, you can do ignition timing and everything right there.
Yeah.
Without having to mess with that part. You just do it on the screen.
Cool. Nice.
That's like the most useful view of the. Like I didn't customize anything, but that's the most useful view that I've found.
Oh. Perfect butt height. Nice.
Not too lifted.
Yeah. So if you look at Holley's website, they do list this distributor as fitting a 1963 six-cylinder 170 Falcon. But when it came time to install it, Jerry found that that was not the case. So it turns out the easiest thing we figured was to swap out that original 170 for a nice healthy 200 cubic inch from a Mustang, I believe a 66 Jerry had sitting around. Problem solved.
You sending me the picture, and no, it looks great, and I'm sure I can't wait to drive it, because this 200, the little bit I drove, I mean, it's so smooth. It's got more power at takeoff. Yeah, like you know, 20% more power is a lot of power, right?
Yeah. Between the bigger displacement and having timing set properly versus the old engine that had that spark-o-matic thing that didn't even have an advance on it. So, that thing was running at base timing through the whole
curve.
Yeah. So now it's I think it's 33 total. You know, so as soon as you start getting in the throttle, it's advancing time. So that's what it's supposed to do. That helps everything. Cruise control, or not cruise. You know, that helps with fuel mileage and highway speed. You know. So, it should be 10 times better than it was before. So.
No, that's cool. That is cool. That's great. Yeah, so I'm still at the beach, but Monday I'll be home. So if you're around, like Monday afternoon, I can pick it up. Yeah.
Okay.
Looks like it ought to be there. You know what I mean? Yeah, I love the Ford blue, black background.
It sticks out. I was a little.
Yeah, you were a red.
Yeah, I was not real thrilled with that at first, but it actually, I've come around on it. That actually, it gives it a pop when you open it. Because that is the only thing. Everything is black.
Yeah.
You know, like, and if you do even though you do the motor in gloss black, it still doesn't really pop out, especially with the chrome on it.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, the AC, you got that. Everything on the list. Yeah.
Yeah, it looks good. I'm happy with how it came out.
I like the door speakers too.
Yeah.
That pops good.
So when you start it, just make sure you let the fuel pump on.
Right.
So now this does have a little. Probably hard to see until you sit in. The fuel injector does make a little bit of a.
Is there like a click?
You hear that?
Yeah.
That's the injector.
Oh, all right.
And there's
That's
only
what you
one,
hear in
right?
the car.
That,
It's a little
by the
muffled.
time it's transferred.
Yeah, it's
Okay.
just like a muffle inside the car.
Yeah.
Like on my 90s cars, the multi-point intake manifold injection, there's 6. So it's tick, 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 tick,
Yeah,
tick,
yeah,
tick.
you hear
But
it.
there's only one for each,
Yeah.
so it's not moving like that.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So that's a normal FI.
Yeah, that's just the way it is.
All right. Yeah.
But now it does have that, you know, that it had that crazy.
Yeah. Oh, thanks. That's nice. It's working, yeah.
They still haven't. I'm gonna call and have a general couple that I talked to from Holley.
Yeah, you might want to clue him in.
Yeah, I'm gonna call him and I'm gonna ask him why did this fix it?
Well, I was watching, or actually Alex was watching a video. A guy installed a Holley Sniper EFI on a 6-cylinder,
Like C10 Chevy. Yeah.
and he showed the diagram out of the book, and it had the fuel regulator on the return side.
Because he was talking about they recommend 2 filters and like a thinner one
Yeah.
before, and then like, so they had this.
They're not using it in tank.
Yeah, this
Yeah,
guy was
no,
using a
you
new
and I
tank
talked
too,
about that.
so he skipped one. But basically, there was a pre and a post.
Yeah.
But in that diagram, it was like the 2 filters, and it also showed the regulator. Yeah, so we were like, God darn it! Like he happened to show the diagram to the camera.
Multiple conversations. You never
He never mentioned that it could be the regulator.
Yeah, I know. Yeah.
The interior looks good when you're looking because you can see the speaker.
It
And
does
it's
look
cool
good.
because you can't really see that
No.
that box thing that I
No, you
made because
picked
it
a
kind of
perfect-
the black just kind
It
of
looks OEM.
yeah. Well, that's what I was looking for.
Yeah, it really. I
I
like
didn't want it
the,
to stick out.
the fins on it, or whatever you call them.
Yeah,
on it.
yeah,
The
ribs,
ribs,
yeah,
ribs, yeah.
Very cool.
And I got a tack now.
Yeah, you got to.
I know. It's just looking, just sitting at like
Nice.
790 RPM.
I'll send you the
Yeah.
invoice.
Yeah. All right. See you. Thanks.
See you.
See you, Jerry. Yeah, I'll get you some good pics. All right, see ya.
I got the inline 6.
Oh, I love that.
like, oh God, on a 6-cylinder.
Yeah, nice EFI on the 6.
Yeah.